Alrighty guys, so tonight's project here, which I only really have like about a half hour, 45 minutes to invest into this tonight. But right here we have a 51 Model L 6746. That's what it says. The only thing I've done to this so far is I've put a fan belt on it. It's missing a fuel bowl on the bottom of the tank. Has a Wyco mag. I know it turns over. Has oil in it already. And I put this brush hog on here just to have an attachment on it. So without further ado, I'm going to get the tripod, the electric start cart, and just turn it over, see if it has spark. Pretty much 100%. It probably doesn't, but like I said, I always check them because you do have that one that surprises you. So check it, see what's going on. Take the mag off, clean it, put it on the bench, and then we'll try throwing a little bit of fuel to it and just see if she lights off here. So here we go. Just want to see if we have spark or not. Like I said, I know it won't start because there ain't no fuel in it. I see no spark, and this motor seems awfully tight. Ah, lost the whole bar out of the front of the electric start cart there. Gotta fix that, but this thing turns over, but it seems tight to me. And I'll put a little bit of oil down the bore while I'm monkeying with the mag here and see what that does. So like usual, the mag's pretty clean looking inside, but the points are white oxidized, corroded. So, gonna clean and gap the points, make sure we have spark, and we'll toss her back on the tractor and see if we have spark then. So, pretty late in the day and I'm kind of tired, so I apologize for the lackluster commentary today. Whew. Just getting tired of my old age. Old age at 28. Yeah, I know. Laugh if you want to, but I've been mowing and working on stuff all day long. The only full day I've had to work on my tractors in 2 weeks, something like that. So, anyhow, get that mag cleaned up, put back on that tractor, then we'll whirl her around and see what happens, even if I just put a piece of fuel line from the tank over to that other piece of line for right now, just to see what happens. So anyhow, let me get that cleaned up and I'll get back with you guys. And some Model D parts. So guys, I know I got spark now. Since there's no fuel line to the gas tank, I just filled up the fuel line to the carburetor. Hopefully I filled up the float bowl so it'll sit there and run for 30 seconds perhaps. And I know it's going to smoke because I put oil down in the cylinder. And I turned it over once and shot oil all over the cylinder and the exhaust manifold. So if she runs, she's going to smoke. That I know. We got my gas jet handy here. Well, let's turn her over and see what happens here. I see no spark. Oh, hey. Oh, that was bad. Hook the spark plug wire up, genius. I can see the oil just dripping out of the muffler. Still spitting oil out the muffler. I don't know that we're actually getting any fuel up to the carburetor though, or down through it. So give her a splash down in the air cleaner and see what it does. This thing is hard to turn over though. I hopefully you guys can see that. It did loosen up. Okay. Gave her a nice dose of fuel down the air cleaner there. Oh, here we go. So I do believe it'll run. I would say we've got carburetor problems. It loosened up though with that oil. Should have fuel in the float bowl, but who knows. Probably flooded it now. Try it one more time here and then I'm going to let the cart cool off. I'm only getting one puff. One puff. So all we're getting is the little bit of fuel I'm putting in, I would say. I swear there's gas dripping out of it. I swear the head gasket's leaking. there's gas dripping out of the intake over here. So why it's not starting is beyond me. So, since I want to let the cart cool off for a minute, I don't think it's pumping oil yet. I don't think. Hey guys, one more time. It's running off the gas I'm putting in the air filter base. He backfired there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Just getting to the point where we're getting it warm to burn off the oil. Flooded now. Pretty sure it's flooded right now. Yep. I took the air cleaner, the air intake hose off to see what that does. guys have probably been recording for a good 20 minutes too. 13. I'm willing to give this thing like 3 pulls and then I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully that's not a mistake, but give her 3 pulls and see what happens here. Seems like if you put a little bit of gas down the intake, that's what you get. Give it a little bit more gas because I don't want to be pulling on this thing all night. Just getting warm enough now to burn the oil off the muffler, which is kind of what I want. I don't know if it's running out of gas in the carb in that amount of time or what. Fast as it was moving there, I'm wondering if the high-low planetary ain't locked up in there. It is a straight L after all though, so... Kind of seemed like a flood at that time to you guys? Looks like the valves are sticking or something. One more pull, and I'm done. Now maybe I'll get 2. It's weird, it runs the same amount of time and then shuts off. What does that tell you guys? Other than something's effed up. The main should be out 2.5 turns, right? But I just put it out to, so see what happens. It's got spark when it's dying. So it's fuel. We'll figure that out. Alright, well, I think I know what I need to know. I think it's got carburetor problems. So, the only thing I'm going to try here, one more thing, is when it starts to run or it starts to die, I'm going to come over here and play with the choke, and I'm going to try and do that. That's the old, there's probably a reason this thing was like part way tore apart, is what I'm assuming. Normally is. Okay, it's definitely fuel. If you turn the choke on, it saves it. It's okay. That's what I wanted to know. So maybe tomorrow night I'll mess with it some more. And for right now, we know it'll at least run. And it seems halfway decent. Once it burned off that oil I put in there, it stopped smoking a lot. So I think we'll be good there. All right. End of Sunday night for me. I think you guys could tell it's getting dark out, so gotta get cleaned up for work in the morning. Later, guys.